Good morning, hello student, I'm Dr. Bahn Agha. Today I'm going to explain finger spring. So we have 4 steps. The first time we need to straighten the wire and then make a coil 3mm diameter. And then we will do 2 bends, one directed to the active arm to create a C shape and the other one for the tag. This stage we will do like right angle and then we create 2 bends, one toward the active arm and the other to the tag. And always remember the direction of the active arm should be opposite to the direction of the coil. And the tag should be away 2mm from the midline. And finally we can see the shape like this. And how we draw a line to locate the position of the coil. So we imagine first we have this, the line of the occlusion, and then we draw a perpendicular, this line perpendicular to the line of occlusion. Always the coil should locate it upward to this line, and the direction should be opposite to the direction of the active arm, the coil I meant, and this tag away 2mm from the midline. So we'll start the wire bending. I will leave the white paper just to show the contrast. We'll take 0.6 hard stainless steel wire. It's a little bit harder from the Z-spring, because Z-spring we used 0.5 hard stainless steel wire. So the first thing we do, we straighten the wire. If you have other players better. So the first step is straighten the wire, and then we create a coil. If we're aiming to do this side, the left side premolar, we always use the premolar. I first will draw a line. So imagine this is the line of the occlusion, and then I draw perpendicular to this line, like this. I should be away from the midline. So this is the line. So this is old drawing from the student, strong position. The coil should be here. I should be away around 0.2mm, and then you will see the active arm should be run here. And we make the C shape with untraumatic end, and then the tag come this area. Okay, so we'll start now. So just imagine if I'm holding this, the wire, the coil should be directed this way and the active arm in that way. And always the tag should be run downward. So that means the coil I will make should go upward. So holding, you can see the position of my holding in the middle, not in the middle, a little bit up to the coins of the peaks of the plier. Why? I don't want to make it too much large, the coil, so that's why I am creating around 0.5, around 3mm diameter of the coil. So this is the first thing we made, the 2 steps. Second steps, straight, and then I will make the bend. So this the active arm, and this for the, we can't put it here because it's difficult. So the first thing we do, we have 2 bends. One will go to the active arm, do a little bend here, and then I will stop and then push this way. So this is the first bend. The second bend, maybe I went too far away, but it's fine. So what we need about quarter quarter the distance that the coil is folded twice, we call it. I'll show you. So this is the way we end with. Then we will adjust the active arm to see the direction. So now I'm trying to see if I am in a correct position, and also to see where I can make my bend here. And if it's far away, I bring it back until it's seated beautifully in its position. So this is what I meant. So about a quarter the circle, it's go twice. The first, you can see here only one time the coil here, and this part is quarter, go twice the coil, 2 coils. And then I will bring them together to be very close, just pushing one against the other. And I will check it again until it's sitting okay in position. I should have a marker. I don't have, I just create a bend in my hand, and then you can see this bend. This way I'm creating the C shape. It's better to have longer wire because it's easy for you to look to this hold. I hold by Adam is better. I don't have Adam now. I just hold it by this way and creating a C shape. Can you see my finger pushing, creating C shape? And look again. It's far away, then we will push it later, but let me create the C shape first. I'm still making the C shape. Holding from this and then bend by my fingers. If the wire is longer, it's more easy for you to create a C shape. Can you see? I'm creating it. I'm still doing it until I end with very beautiful C shape following the gingival line, cervical line of the tooth. I think this is the most challenging part of the finger spring, that I have to create a C shape. Then we will end anastomotic end directed upward. Before I finishing up, just make sure everything is sitting in a correct position. Yeah. And by using marker, just put, I don't have any pen next to me, but I will imagine where is the end of the anastomotic end, like let's say here. It's very difficult to make bend my finger, so I will use the pliers. Don't do it. But I don't have another choice because I have only very short end. So I'm trying to create very small bend. Sometimes what we do, we create the bend, the coil, just not all of it, just create a half circle, and then I will cut. It's not a complete circle, just make it. Can you see it's very difficult to make it when it's short? Just make sure I am. Maybe it will become short, it's no problem at all. Try to squeeze to create non-traumatic end. Let me just check it before I squeeze. Just imagine the size. Okay. It would be better if the end longer, so it will be easy for you to create an traumatic end. Yeah. So now what I will do before I squeeze and close the coil, I need just to adjust the C shape in a final position, and then I will squeeze the anastomotic end. What I'm doing now is just to adapt the C on the surface. I will squeeze now the end, close up the anastomotic. It's very difficult with angle player, it's better with Adam. I'm trying all my best. But we always do what we have. Yeah, so I'm trying to final position now, so holding the plier in this way and then push the end and see to be adjusted and sitting here. It's beautifully sit, just need a little bit adaptation. Okay, so it's beautifully sits now. Now the tag is very easily just to make sure that the coil is closed from the quarter part, the double part. Just make sure also the direction. Can you see it was up? Just the direction of the wire is okay. Always check. I don't want too much bend. What I'm doing is just to make sure that everything's sitting in a correct position. It's just adjustment. So it's very easily construct but need adjustment. So now I'm trying to make the tag. Just a little bit leave something like a distance 2 millimeters and then start the tag. The tag very easily to make. Just make this U shape. And then we will end like 4 or 5. That's it. And then I will end with the L shape. Just bend and then cut it. Because I did the bending, so definitely the coil or the figure moved in a not correct position, so I'm just doing adjustment now until it's become following the palette. Yeah, it's too long the tag, I can't cut it and create another L shape. Don't want it too much long. And when I leave it like this, it sits beautifully. The C shape you can see following the cervical and traumatic end upward. And then I am away from the mid palatine 2 millimeters. The coil should be away. You can see here the tag is trying to cross. So I will correct the tag, pushing it away from the midline, just like this. Check it. So can you see when I leave it's too much away, a little bit return it back, just small push, that's it. So the shape, finger spring like this, and when I leave it, it sits beautifully directly. Thank you. Bye.